Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be messages from your deceased loved ones number 8. Pretty sure 8. And don't worry about the cards or how they look. You're going to want to go to the the comments and get the timestamps with whatever resonates with you as far as who might have come through, because this right here is irrelevant. So like I've said before, I don't need the cards. I think they're fun, and I know that your guys' family members, if they come through and this resonates for you, they enjoy picking, helping me pick these out. And that was kind of funny because I was just going to do 3 tonight, and they're like, ooh. So I did 4 because, there's always more than enough people who want to come through. So I call upon them to obviously bring you guys to this video so they can express whatever they need to express. If you would like to gift me with a deck from my Amazon wish list, I would greatly appreciate that. As you can tell, I use lots of different cards, and I think it keeps it detailed, fresh, and I know I enjoy it. So anyway, let's begin. With a number 1. All right. Messages from your deceased loved one. What do we got going on? Actually, I'm going to put these here. If I feel called to, I'll pull more cards. Sorry for all the background noise. Oh yeah, it's a full moon. That's probably why they were like, do this. But also, sorry, they're talking to me. Let me see. For this particular deck, there's 3 energies that are coming through. What I'm hearing is you're not giving yourself enough quiet time. They've been waiting for you to be open enough to listen to this, because otherwise you would have never in a million years gone onto YouTube and somehow found this. They're like, this is it was out of your character for sure. But I'm glad you're here, and I hope this is helpful. They're telling me that you're very stubborn, and they're just really pleased. And I'm not picking up particular energies at this time. I just know that it's 3 as far as like if it's a man, a woman, a child, grandparent, whatever, lover. They're not identifying themselves as that. They're just 3 energies so far. They want you to know that in your coming here to this video, in your being open to hear it, that you're safe. You are perfectly safe. This is the Archangel Michael. I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones and home. So if maybe you thought this was kind of weirdly woo-woo, or like in your religious belief that this might be something of the devil, well, it's not, as far as I'm concerned. And that's what they're saying as well. It's weird, I'm seeing like someone who likes to dress up in a sombrero. So this could be like a Latino family members. And what they're saying is this is 3 generations. Okay, now they're kind of coming forth. They don't want me to focus too much on who they are. It's a middle-aged man. He's the one who likes to dance with a sombrero. I'm hearing his sister and his son. He's drawing my attention to this. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, you've been really stubborn. Super stubborn. And they're saying that you've been super stubborn about many things in your life. But one of them is that you felt like you could have done more for him. He's saying something about being in a nursing home, being left in a nursing home. And he's saying it's not your fault. You did the best you could. It's very fascinating, this energy. These 3 energies, they seem to be kind of going back and forth, morphing and changing. Usually the spiritual energies are very solid-ish. It says you could use, some quiet time, like I said before. You need to go within and meditate and contemplate. They say with someone in particular that you need to set boundaries with people, setting some limits. That you're kind of letting people rule your time as far as like, hey, can you come fix this? Hey, can you do this? You got a lot of people pulling on your energy. A lot of people pulling on your energy. They're saying with this going within, with this renewal from the Archangel Jeremiah, it says review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of facts. Time to move in a new direction. What I'm hearing is that they want you to take up your energy. They want you to take up the responsibility of, setting limits with the people that you're dealing with. And this is everyone. People at work, people in your church, people, everybody. Children, everybody. I think you're fearful of ending a relationship. It says moving forward fearlessly. What I'm hearing is we come together as 3 to help you move forward. We have vast amounts of energy, talents, and aha moments that are waiting for you to access. Now is a pivotal time for you to move forward fearlessly. They're saying something about next spring, this relationship that you're moving away from, whatever it is, a work life, you'll be the one to know, but it will be ending and culminating in next spring. This is interesting. This is saying, I was met by so many loving people, but this isn't talking about them, because it's almost like I'm getting really strong ancestral energy with these people, especially since they're not coming through as defined personalities. And if the ones I described earlier resonate for you, then yeah, of course they were. They were met by a lot of loving people. But they're saying this is for you. That when you make this transition about setting limits and moving away from this this relationship, whatever it is, that you are going to be surrounding yourself with more loving people. Because right now you have a lot of people who like rely on you too much, and you haven't been really able to say no. And with this one, it says, truth be told. And that's what they're wanting you to do, is to open your heart and say, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to do that right now. I'm sorry, I don't have time for that right now. And then with this Six of Pentacles, they're saying you have a lot to gain by moving forward with this ending financially. And it's like this free abundance, because when you look at this card, which is so adorable, you know, he's got coins everywhere and he's chucking them. He's like, I got coins here, I got coins there, I got coins everywhere. They said, please do not let your dreams die, because, you know, of course, they pointed me to this one. It says, keep your dreams alive. They want you to know that you're not too old. It's not too late to cultivate those dreams that you want to do. They want you to call upon them, because like they were saying earlier, they have so much that they can offer you as far as assistance, but don't forget to ask, because this is a a free will situation that we're in here in the physical. And so you have to remember to ask for help, you know, because they can't intervene just all willy-nilly. Well, mostly no. Your spirit guides and your angels can, in my estimation. But any final things you want to say? I'm asking them. Yeah, they're saying, be open to us. We're right here. We're ready to help you take on the world. All right. I hope that one was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's always interesting when the ancestral energy comes through. Sometimes they're defined, but most of the time, no. It was almost like they were kind of burdened, like, seriously, you're going to try to make us get into a box and have us be defined by this or that? I was like, well, you know, I'm here in the 3D trying to give 3D information. All right, so we are moving on to number 2, and let me write that down. So we're clearing that energy out and moving on to number 2. Looks like somebody needs a vacation. This is a woman's energy that's coming through. She says she's very pleased to be here. She had to go to great lengths to get the person who's going to be resonating with this to come and find this video. And if you feel called in appreciation to donate to my channel and go to my Amazon wish list and get a deck so I can keep these readings relevant and fresh and detailed. She says she is a lot like the woman in this card. She's very earthy, very grounded. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Maybe this person's was really into, yeah, she's confirming that she is very much into the earth energies, loving Mama Gaia. She has a really great laugh. When she laughs, she like tilts her head back, and I'm not going to try to say a cackle because that sounds bad, but she's got a very beautiful laugh. I really like her energy. With this 10 of air here, oh, interesting, I just noticed this. There's the Chariot card with the horses, and then this one with the unicorns. And this one says, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. So there's a lot of movement going on. She says she came to you at this particular time because there is so much movement happening in your life. She wants you to know that she loves you dearly. It's almost like she's talking to a granddaughter or a grandson, you know, grand of some form or fashion, but it's very much female. It's like female to female energy that she's addressing. I'm hearing her say that, yeah, you definitely need to take a vacation. And she's been passed for a while. Good 3-4 years. And she says that you've been stifling your creativity. I'm kind of hearing like art therapy, you know, painting, drawing, writing. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. She's really drawing my attention to this mirror here. She's saying that she wants you to open your heart, because you've been working so hard. And you had something happen in your life, and it didn't really have anything to do with her, but that really kind of shut your heart down. And she's saying that, she's saying, honey child, that because you closed down your heart, it's hard for you to gain that deep, grounded spiritual wisdom if your heart's not open. She's also saying something about this perfect setting. It's kind of like you're working really hard to be like, my house needs to be a certain way, or my apartment needs to be in a certain way, and everything needs to be perfect before I can blah, 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 and blah. She's saying, no, nothing has to be perfect. Everything is perfect all the time in divine order. I think she was a religious woman in life, and she feels like you've lost your faith. And she says, if you open your heart, you know, maybe if you feel called to go back to the religion that you feel called to do, that will bring you more fulfillment and open your heart and give you more wisdom. And then here's the angel therapy card. The Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. She's trying to reassure you that this is a wish fulfillment card in the tarot. And that she's going back to this. When you open your heart, beautiful things can come out of it, because she's drawing my attention to, like, You know, this being your heart, and then beautiful wish fulfillment coming out of it, which is represented by the genie here. And then, of course, you have all these other ones that you can draw from. She said, please know that I'm here for you, that I love you, that she's just thought away. And she has been teaching you in your dreams. She's a very, very deeply wise woman. And that's why I love it when they help me choose these cards, because I don't look at the cards, I look at the backs. But, you know, they're very adamant about, no, not that one, that one. Yeah, she keeps kind of going back to the same point. Open your heart, open your heart, open your heart. Because this one says, come to the edge. It's like she's trying to say you're on the precipice of something amazing. And it's all inner wisdom, heart openings, you know, this wish fulfillment. She wants you to let go of this perfection seeking, because she says it's an illusion, you're wasting your time, don't do it. Just seeing if she wants to say anything else. She says she's very proud of you. Very proud of you. And watch for her in your dreams. Because she's like, girl, I'm coming for you. Or boy. Or they. But like I said, I feel like it's more female to female. All right. That is it on that one. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you like, share, and subscribe if this was helpful and resonated with you. Okay, we're going to clear the energy on that one. All right. So number 3, what does your deceased loved one want to express to you? Be open to any message. They want you to know right off the bat they're standing right next to you, not to try to freak you out. All right. This is a very strong-headed male energy. He's almost like ranting and raving. I think it's this full moon energy, because they're like, do you know how long it took me to get this person? Well, okay, let me back it up. How long it took, what I'm hearing him say is, I waited in line for a long time to be able to do this reading. Do you know how much it took to be able to get this done? He's probably, yeah, he was the one that was going to be the 4th one. Because you know how I said at the beginning I was only going to do 3 pick-a-cards? And they're like, oh, don't do that. So somehow he got in line to be the 3rd. But anywho, let's see. And as this reading is going on, he is standing right next to you. And you're almost going to feel like shivers down your spine. Like he's working super hard on this one. He's like, I want you to get this freaking message because you have been so resistant. And he's been busy. He wants you to know that he's been having a ton of fun over there, learning, growing, reviewing. culmination of vision. It's kind of like I don't know if he's just recently passed, but he's saying that he went through the life review, and he said he actually kind of enjoyed it. He said when he thought about it when he was in life, he thought, oh God, you know, am I going to screw this up? He's like, no, I was pleasantly surprised. He says, as you should be too. Because you probably maybe thought that his wasn't going to be very pleasant. Because he was a very gruff man in life. It says, we are so connected. The energy that I'm getting here is kind of like he's talking to a son. He's very boisterous. He's like, yeah, I'm talking to my son. I'm like, excuse me. He's saying something about a contract you did. Like you made a contract, you signed a contract, and he's asking why. Why did you do that? You know it wasn't in your best interest. I don't understand why you did it. It's interesting. He's very into the earthly what's up or what's going on. Yeah, it was like the purchase of a property or a house. He's like, I just don't understand why you need something so big or so large. He's funny. And with this King of Fire, it says motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Advice from someone creative. He says he's not very creative, but he wants you to start going within, finding quiet time, and then that will open up to the wisdom and compassion that he has to offer you as far as perspective. And he wants you to surrender to the trust that he is there. It says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So that's so funny. It's like he's contradicting himself. He's like, why did you do this? Why did you sign that contract? Why? And then he's like, well, but you also need to trust yourself and take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path. And don't be so concerned about people's strong opinions about what you do. He's funny. It's kind of like he's still stuck in his earthly 3D personality, very much so. But then here's the spark of where, well, I've gotten some perspective since I've been up here, so here's this tidbit. He wants you to know with this one, with infinite supply, even though he was questioning your decision on why would you do this? Why would you have done that? He wants you to know that whether this contractual agreement or whatever it was worked or didn't work out, that you have an infinite supply and that all of your tomorrows are taken care of. And this one is gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. This one, he's got a lot of cocky attitude. He's like, you need to open your arms. There is abundance all over you, all around you, but you refuse to ask for help. He's like, why do you do this to yourself? And then he chuckles and goes, oh yeah, because that's what I did. There's the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands. So with this one, he's saying, I want you to take life by the balls. I want you to take no prisoners and enjoy your life, because when I see you, when you come over to the other side, we are going to have a barrel of laughs. He's like, stop acting like a mouse. Because like I said, they choose these cards. But see how this mouse has shoes that fly? He just makes me laugh because he's so full of life. Well, piss and vinegar, for sure. He says, you tell those grandchildren of mine that I love them. And he's saying something about maybe this why, because what he was just saying was that you've moved away. You're no longer married to the person that you were married to when he was alive, or that you guys have decided to end it. And he says he understands. He doesn't like it, but he understands. He says he loves you, son. And he says his time's up. All right, you guys, I hope that was helpful. He is funny. I'm sure you guys had a lot of spirited conversations, so to speak. Because I can tell that you're a lot like him. As far as like boisterousness. All right, so we're going to move on to number 4. So this is a woman who, interestingly enough, is very boisterous as well from the last reading that I did. Number 3. She's got a heavy accent, like a New York accent, or like somebody from the Bronx, or yeah, that's just what I'm getting. For like talking with the hands, and she smokes, or she did smoke, because she's got a cigarette in her hand. She's talking to me, and her hand's flying around. And oddly enough, she's telling me that she died from lung cancer. And she's saying in her accent, you know, like, she was very defiant. She didn't care. She kept smoking till the end. And she's like, look, I'm still smoking. She's saying something like, some people assumed that she was going to go to hell. Not like, she's not saying it like people really thought that, but it was more like because of her stubbornness that they thought that she would. And she's like, no, I'm exactly where I thought I was going to be. And that's in heaven, baby. All right. It says, I am with the rest of the family. She says that she was met by her mother and father and one of her siblings and others that you wouldn't know. She says, please tell your siblings that I'm fine. Let's see. She's not really drawing me to any of these cards. She's just more telling me things to say. She said, and I think it was like she was never really outwardly religious. Like she didn't go to church necessarily, or if she did at some point, she was kind of estranged, and she never really talked about religion very much. But she believed in a higher power. She believed in that all-seeing spiritual oneness. And she's like, believe me when I tell you that over here is more fabulous than you can even imagine. She's talking about the colors. She was like, the colors on this side are so much more amazing than you can even imagine on the earthly plane. Yeah, she's showing me all the beautiful like pastels, but they're pearly. Like that's one of the things that she's really enjoying, is that the difference in the color and the light. And I think she's saying that it says surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Because I think she's bringing this up because you're questioning your faith. I think kind of about this conversation of people thinking that because of her choices that she would have gone to, a dark place. And this reading is to reassure you that no, you make your life, you make your choices, and no one can dictate what kind of situation you're going to find yourself in. This is all you're doing. She said she made some mistakes, but she really doesn't have any regrets. She says that she regrets not spanking you more. She's being a little cheeky. She was a devilishly clever smoker. She said even towards the end when the family or the nursing home would try to hide the cigarettes or whatever the situation, the caregiver, she would find them, or she'd get somebody to get her more, because she was a very charming woman. So she'd be like, hey, here's some money, go to the corner store and get me my smokes. Yeah, she's kind of drawing me back to the religion part, or the spirituality part. I think that you thought maybe that there was nothing after death. And she's like, sweetie, and she's holding her cigarette and swinging it around with her hand, or flinging it around. She's like, you have no idea. Sorry, the wind is really howling outside. She says that she's trying to touch your energy with her energy. It's like she says she wants to prove it to you so badly that, she's there, that she's with you, that if you need a sassy lady to help you out, she's your girl. And she's bringing me to this one. It says divine passion. Be honest with yourself. Excuse me. What is your heart's true desire? And she's saying, do you, want to follow the herd, or do you want to create your own fire? Do you want to create your own life and not have regrets? She's saying that she thinks you try to please people too much. You're a people pleaser. And she said, you always were. And she's like, was I a people pleaser? No. Was I apologetic? Rarely. Rarely. And she's not saying that you have to live your life like she did, but she doesn't want you to be so afraid. She wants you to be spontaneous. She wants you to believe in your higher power, whatever definition you want to put on it. She's like, if you have to go within and do some meditation, do some spiritual healing, you know, open up to that part of life, then so be it. You know, because if you're in here watching these videos, then you must have some kind of interest or inkling towards that realm, you know, of meditation, knowledge, expanding and growing. She just has so much love for you. She was unapologetic, but she was very, very kind and sweet. She loved her children. And if anybody, gave her children problems, she turned into Mama Bear real quick. I just heard a really weird thing. She said that, and forgive me, but she said, I would shit on the neighbor's yard if they did something to my child. I'm just passing on the message. She's saying something about money, like money for you is not a problem. And the more you follow your passion and not be afraid and be spontaneous, the more will come. She's like, you worry about money too much. She goes, too, even when you get over here, nobody cares about money. There is no such thing as money. It's all energy. She says she wants you to get out and get in the sun. She goes, you look pasty. I got some sassy ones tonight. Yeah, like she said, believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want to do. But she says she really wants you to get your heart clear on your religious, spiritual beliefs, because she says she can tell it's something that's really weighing on your heart and soul. But she says she's got your back. She says she loves you. I hope that was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you. It's Davita from Medium of the Light Tarot.